To make one more point then about the leader of the church here in terms of the infallible head, which I forgot to bring this up. And so maybe we could look to Francis and Francis's ideas as to what constitutes, a solid liturgical tradition. Do we have a clear idea of what Frank thinks about the Mass? Because I'm pretty sure Francis is pretty important when it comes to the liturgy and the Mass, right? I mean, we probably should look to him. I mean, he's the one that's calling the shots and writing the documents, right? Right, all you guys? We have Michael's Pope-splaining. Maybe the Pope himself could shed some light on his attitude towards what the liturgy is, what the faith is of these people's. Well, there's the Pinocchio puppet mass. That's a great one to help us understand. What does also includes, I think, some clowns as well. So we can, being fair, being judicious, we can also count this as the papal clown mass. So I'm glad that we have Michael here to do all the Pope-splaining, but he didn't mention Papa Frank's Pinocchio clown mass. But I'm going to show it to you because it's one of my favorites.
Sí, sentía cosas malas. Pinocho tenía bronca, le hacía daño a los chicos, le ponía chicle en la cabeza, en el pelo, bien lo embandurnaba, le metía el pie para que se cayeran. ¿Es un corazón bueno ese? ¿Cómo se sintió el ciego ese que Jesús le devolvió la vista? ¿Bien o mal? ¿Cómo se sintió la Magdalena después que le perdonó todos los pecados?
Is that Porky Pig? Or is that Miss Piggy? So it looks like we got quite a multitude cast of characters here at Frank's Open Stadium Mass down there.
¿Cómo se van a sentir nuestros amigos, nuestros compañeros, nuestra...
Oh, dude, don't you guys understand? Don't you understand, you ignorant dupes, you fools? This is a traditional puppet mass. You thought this was a Novus Ordo puppet clown mass. You dumb Orthodox, you dumb trad Catholics. Did you not understand that he's following the 1954 missal for the traditional offering of the puppet clown mass? This is not the Novus Ordo clown mass. So you just got owned, all you ortho and trad cat people, because you didn't even know that this was the traditional Latin, in terms of Latin America, rite of the puppet clown mass.
La gente cercana, si nosotros le hacemos un favor, un bien, una ayuda, bien o mal.
So we got a Raggedy Ann back there. We got a clown. So this does check we do have the official clown mass status. We had Pinocchio. Maybe that's Raggedy Ann back there. We got it. Do you like popcorn?
Esos son los milagros que Jesús nos pide, pero no solo porque no podemos, no con mandrake porque no podemos, sino solo con Jesús. Jesús.
That's actually the traditional style of the Jesus puppet mass. You might be thinking that's a Novus Ordo style Jesus puppet. No, it's not. This actually goes back to the 1400s, the way that the Dominicans, when they would craft their Jesus puppet, they actually went according to the strictures that Mary laid down to them. So this is a traditional Jesus puppet. Don't be mistaken.
Con vos podemos.
This right, yeah, the breath alive.
Jesús, con vos podemos. No nos olvidemos de eso.
That was the maybe that informs Frank's view of the liturgy, because according to Michael, did Michael touch on any of that? I don't think he did. Has Michael ever shown anybody Francis's puppet mass? What about Francis's tango mass? Perhaps you're a boomer who likes ballroom dancing. Well, I've got good news for you, because Frank only uses the traditional tango mass, right? He don't fool with none of that Patrick Swayze modernist tango. Okay, he don't do none of that Ricky Martin tango. This is a 100% trad, straight up traditional tango mass, baby. And don't you think otherwise, dog.
Simplemente, hermanos,
you go. So this is what will get the boomers back to church, right? Just let them do their boomer ballroom dancing in the service, right? This is Frank's church. And I'm not kidding. The trads, or excuse me, the Pope splainers, all of them, they'll say, "Oh, this doesn't count. See, he wasn't the Pope yet." So what? It doesn't matter, because nobody who has the faith would do a clown or puppet mass. So I don't care whether he was the Pope or not, because this just shows the absurdity of this. Now, there are problems. There are liberals in Orthodoxy. And Lofton loves to harp on this, right? He always, we don't talk, what about the little you? What about whatabouts? What about the what about? Yeah, well, we've covered that many, many times. How many clown masses have you seen in the Orthodox Church? How many tango masses have you seen? How many puppet masses have you seen? I've seen one video of a Greek Orthodox Archdiocese church bringing a dog in for somebody's funeral or something. That's the craziest abuse so far that I've seen in Orthodox Church. So here's what's in the mind of the person suppressing the traditional Latin Mass. So this should answer Michael and everybody's queries as to what Frank means about, quote, traditional liturgy. Well, there you go. That's what he thinks.